It's end of season 1 of the amateur bass tournaments, and I managed to get first. I'm sure many of you did as well. So now it's time for season 2. Time to join the big guns. So it's the start of a new championship that we are currently entering, the Florida State Championship Pro Bass Tour down at Lake Johnson. I believe there's some big names in this, including Chuck Pippin. So look at this, round 1 rules. So it's round 1 of 2. So it's the best of 2 rounds. Here we go. So I believe we've got some big names in this tournament. Chuck Pippin, watch out. Wobbly's on the water. Not going to look around too much for the fish. I'm going to try my luck here. Chuck Pippin is up there. Is he in first place at the moment? He got that quick. No, he's not. Chuck Pippin's now in second place. Chuck Pippin's in first place. Watch out, Chuck. Wobbly's going to take your title. So I believe on this rod I've got the D-Bomb Desert Storm. Ridge Monkey, I believe it's the Flow Carbon 20-pound line. What are you guys using, by the way? Sometimes feel as though this line isn't strong enough. The bass seem to put up one heck of a fight. I don't know nothing about bass fishing. Oh, we're in. Look at that perfect strike. Boom. Rock and roll. We're in. I'm not going to talk too much about setups as I'm playing this. If anybody, if you want to know what sort of setups I was using in this bass tournament, if I don't discuss them or show them on screen, because my main aim is to win the tournament. That's what I'm after, and I've only got a limited amount of time. If anybody, wants to know the exact setup, if you leave a message, I'll go back into game. And I'll post a picture of the setup I used on one of my social medias, be it Facebook or the community. Don't forget, check out the community tab, the community page on the YouTube channel. I don't know how many people know about the community part on YouTube, but I do post 1 or 2 things up on there as well. It might be worth having a goosey gander, having a look at that page while you're here. This seems a cracker of a fish. It's a stonking donkey. It's a stonker. Can we get it in? It's taking ages. Time's precious. Who's in the lead at the moment? Currently £10 3 ounce is taking the tournament at the moment. We haven't got anything. Hopefully we'll get this in. Regarding the setups, you might just see briefly as I change the rods, I have got an awful... I might come out to this menu and go into my tackle box, so you might just get a look. So watch carefully. There we go. It doesn't look a cracker, doesn't look a whopper. Take a picture for the album, give him a kiss, chuck him back in, Wobbles. Let's crack on. Time's precious. That bass just weighed £5. £13 is currently in the lead. £13 13 ounces. We're a little bit way behind. Just gonna pull my boat back a little bit so I can get a full cast and use the full length for the water in front of me there. They take advantage of the full swim here in front of me. Desert Storm is currently on. I just keep changing my reel speed. I'm working the lure or the spinner or whatever I have on. I do, I work it as much as I can. There we go, boom, perfect strike again. We're in. Oh, we're on a roll now. Is it a stonker? Is it a whopper? We could do with some trophy fish. We could do with some big uns. I'm currently, I'm in 31st position. I am expecting this tournament to be slightly more difficult, as you would expect, than the amateur one that was previously. So I don't know how well I'm going to do. I'm not a bass expert. My main goal is to beat Chuck Pippin. He's the only one I know. Due to the YouTube presence and the presence in this game, no doubt I will get to know a couple of the stars in this game. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the reel tension. Don't snap it, Wobbles. We don't want to lose it. Might have to work on my setups as well. If you've got any good setups, any good tips, put them in the comments section below. I'm always looking at the comments regarding tips and setups. And of course, anybody else watching the video will be looking in them comments as well, and it might help other players. This looks a good fish. It's most definitely a bass. It's a Bertie bass. Gee, I think we got a young Nessie on here, Wobbles. It sure is a fighter. Come on, time's ticking away up there. And I'm falling down the leaderboards. Don't want to come last. That would be embarrassing. Come on, come on. Get this fish in. There we go, what have we got? Look at that, that's a cracker. Get the camera out, Wobbles, give him a good kiss, chuck him back in. So that fish was a 9-pounder, that's put us in 3rd position. It's getting awfully close now. Let's try again, still on the Desert Storm. Just keep changing my reel speed, working that Desert Storm lure. 5th place we fell down to. Oh, boom, we're in. Perfect strike again. Could do with a nice big bass. That would put me surely in 1st position. 17-pound. 10 ounces is currently holding the 1st position in this Pro Tour. There's no sign of Chuck Pippin in the top 6 anyway. Where are you, Chuck? Sound like him from Manchester. How are you, Chuck? Of course, from Stoke, we say, hey up, duck. And it's not a duck we've got on, it is a bass. Come on, we need to get this bass in. 12, just over 12 minutes of round 1 left. What have we got? Oh, that looks a nice one. Get the camera out again. We'll give him a kiss. An 8-pounder. That's put me in 1st place, hasn't it? An 8-pounder largemouth bass. 1st place, 22 pounds. We're currently in 1st place. closely followed though. It's getting close. It really is close in the top 3 there. I think to keep the sponsors happy, I've only got to finish in the top 20, which in the amateur leagues was very easy. And this is my first go, my first look at the pro leagues, the pro tournaments. Not having much luck at the moment on that one, on that chuck. Let's chuck another one out. And speaking of chuck, I can't see him. I can't see him in the top 3. Chuck Pippin, he's struggling. Let's change to the buzzbaits, and if you're very quick or you want to pause the video, you would have seen the previous setup. Let's try one of the buzzbaits. Let's work this buzzbait, see if we can produce a bass. Died off a little bit on the good old Desert Storm. Buzzbaits are generally very good. No fish show. Oh, there is fish showing on the radar there. Was it the sonar? Radar sonar. The fish sonar. A couple of fish. So there's fish in the area. So I just keep changing and working this this top buzzbait. I'm just experimenting with things. I'm, you know, changing my retrieval rate all the time. Oh, boom, we're in. Poor strike though. That's a poor strike. Will we get it in? Yes, we will. It's oh, it's a tiddler. I've had bigger fish fingers than that. Give him a kiss, Bobbles, and just chuck that one back in. But they all count. They all count. 23 pounds, 12 ounces. We currently are top of the charts. Top of the charts there. Number 1. What I will do sometime after this video, if you go into the community tab area of YouTube, I post a lot of stuff there. A lot of discussions go on there as well. I'll post some images of the setups I was currently using in this video, and you can comment underneath and you can say what you would have changed regarding the line. The lures I'm going to keep the same, but if there was anything regarding the line and maybe the reel, maybe you would like to you would have changed a few things. Maybe you know a certain line that would have worked better. I will put the images up of the setups in the community area on YouTube. Oh, there we go, we're in. Perfect strike. We're in again. It's a fighter, Wobbles, it's a fighter. This one could be a good bass. Certainly putting up a bit of a fight. The tension quite high as well at one point. I do enjoy the bass fishing in this game. It's There's so much to do in this game now. There's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay you can play in this game. There's just so much you can do, whether you just like the free roam fishing or the competitions, the tournaments, you know, etc, etc. There's just a lot to do in this game right now. It is come along, you know, ever since it was released. It's just got better and better and better and better, and I expect it's just going to keep on improving and improving. It's I'm liking it. It's really good. Certainly putting up a bit of a fight. I hope this is a good fish. I should be pretty disappointed if it's around £4. What have we got here? Oh, that's a fat bass. Give him a kiss, Wobbles. It's a trophy catch. £11. That's a trophy catch. Just over £11. Give him a kiss. Place him back in. That's put me up to, what have we got up there in the top right hand corner? The total weight now, £34. 14 ounces, just over 4 minutes left of round one. Oh, we're ripping away with it. We're running away with it. So just recently I was watching a live stream by a couple of the game developers, and and looking at the body language, I'm pretty sure they're going to do this, and they're working on it already. That was just my instinct looking at the body language from the game devs. They're on about putting a underwater camera in. I'm not a big fan of them because I prefer the game to be a bit more sim-like, and it would have to be something pretty special that they would have to pull out of their hat, out of their game studios down there. Because it could be a game breaker. It depends what the it depends what the majority is. The majority over the minority. What do you guys think? Would you like to see a underwater camera put into this game? I wouldn't like to go around the lake with an underwater camera looking to find the fish, because that way I could just go around and look for the biggest fish and go bang, there you go, trophy, bang, I've got the trophy, bang, I've got such and such. It's sort of that would take it out. It would be far too easy. You very often see people putting comments up on the live feeds, I can't catch such and such a trophy fish, I can't catch this. If you've got an underwater camera, surely you're going to locate them bigger fish and them trophy fish an awful lot quicker, and that, you know, that's just not up my street at all. So they would have to pull something damn quick, it's damn good, out of their game studios. We've got a poor strike on that. We're in again. Out of their game studios, to make it look good. Maybe an action shot as the fish takes the lure. I don't know if I'd like that. It's going a little bit too much back to the 80s to me. Video gaming. Maybe an action shot, possibility of the fish taking the lure, but then it goes, there's a lot of people who like to play these fishing games more sim like. It goes a little bit too arcadey when you start putting underwater cams in, you know. So the sim players might just say, oh, forget it, underwater cam, I'm going off to play Fishing Planet or something like that, you know, Russian 4 Fishing or Fishing Planet. It could put a few players off the game, so they would have to be very careful how they design and market and put that into the game to retain the fan base of this game, who are more sim-like players. What do you chaps think? Do you want an underwater camera? Let's see if there is a majority of people who want the underwater camera, because if there's a majority there, they're most definitely going to put it in. For me, oh, I don't know. I'd have to see it. I would have to see how they do this underwater camera. They are pretty clever chaps down there. They don't want to jeopardize the software, the game. You know, they know what they're doing. But what do you think? Would you like to see the underwater camera? Would you like to go around the lake looking to see the fish with your little underwater camera and go, oh, there's a trophy fish, there's a great big pike, I'll just chuck one in here, reel it in, oh, look at that, what a whopper, chuck it back in, give it a kiss, go back around with your underwater camera and look for another big fish and go, oh, there you go, there's a big bass. Right, I'll chuck one in here. What do you think? I don't know if it's going to be like that. I hope it's not. But what do you guys think? Do you really want an underwater camera? You might as well go play a scuba diving game or something, aren't you? You know, if you want to look at fish under the water. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to give this kiss. I'm going to give this kiss. I'm going to give this fish another kiss. And place it back in. So, end of round 1, £40, 13 ounces. Most of the fish I caught on the D-Bomb Desert Storm, we had one trophy fish at £11, 2 ounces. That's not a bad start in my pro career. Bass pro career. I'm quite pleased with that. This is the very first event that I've entered in on my Bass Pro career. So I'm pleased with round 1. Where's Chuck Pippin? He's in 7th place. I keep mentioning his name because I'm from England. I don't follow this bass tournament or whatever. Know nothing about it. Don't know these guys' names. But I know Chuck Pippin from the YouTube presence and the involvement in this game, Fishing Sim World Pro Tour. So we're currently beating Chuck Pippin. Well, they're all on the same. They've all virtually got the same amount. £21 4 ounces, £21 3 ounces. I think they might need to have a look at the variables on that one. It all just seems very, very close. But I got £40 13 ounces. I ran away with that. Round 2. Right, where was I? I'm going to go roughly. I'm trying to find where I was in round 1. I'm lost. How can I get lost? Never mind, don't want to waste any time. I'll just have a chuck here. Let's chuck one out here. Back on that underwater camera subject. I don't want to see an underwater camera because when I used to go carp fishing, I didn't strip down to me pants and go swimming in the water or whatever with an underwater camera looking for fish. Come on. Now if you're 5 years old or 8 years old, I can see the appeal of putting in an underwater camera, but oh dear. They're going to have to do something really, really good, else, you know, they could spoil what they've already got. And they're going to get slated. And they don't want to go back to the days when they used to get slated. It's a damn good game at the moment. Anyway, back on round 2. Let's get off that subject. Right. Let's see if I can find. Let's just go up here. Where was I? Shall we chuck one out here? Shall we have a look here? I'm actually going to go. There's the jetty. I can see where I was previously now. There's the big house. It's not difficult to find. Come on. Couldn't find my way out of the telephone box, mind you. But there we go. This is where I was. Might have to move my boat, but we'll chuck one out. See. There's the big house. This is where I was in round 1. That's gone on their lawn. They're not going to be too happy with that. Let me just move the boat. Should give me a bit more space to cast out to the margins. There we go. I can work this whole area now as I did in round 1. Let's give it a go. Will we be as lucky in this round as I was in the previous one? Looking in the top right hand corner, I presume we're still winning at £40, and then top 3 positions will change if anybody is to beat them scores, I presume, because currently I'm on 0 and I can't see what the other players are getting, so I just presume in the top right hand corner they will change if anybody beats them. It's a shame you can't put your name on the back of your jersey there. Sponsored by War Eagle currently on the back of mine. This feels a good bass. I hope nobody beats that £40. What have we got? That looks a good one. A picture as usual. Trophy catch, £10, fell to the D-bomb, Desert Storm again. I do have some good fish, I have to say, on them Desert Storm, on them D-bombs, should I say. I do have some good fish on them. Buzzbaits as well, topmoors, shads, cranks. You know, you get good fish on all sorts. I haven't really got a firm favourite. I think if you can locate the big fish, you're going to catch them. We're in straight away again. I don't know this venue that well. There's so many lakes in this game now, I just haven't got the time to explore them all. There's just hours and hours of playability in this game now. I'm hoping come the end of September, maybe October. I'm busy now throughout, all the way through August. I'm quite busy, but I'm hoping come towards the end of September to October I can get some live streaming in. I'm hoping to get me set up, all sorted out, and build like a studio area in the house. So if you're on my friends list, maybe we can get in on some multiplayer sessions exploring the lakes. That will be quite fun. That will be quite interesting if we could get that going, because I believe they are talking about improving the multiplayer sessions in the game on one of the updates. I believe they're looking at that. What have we got here? Not a bad fish, not a bad one. £5. Give him a kiss, chuck him back in. So yes, that would be on Steam, of course, PC. Send me a friend's request. I can't play any live gaming at the moment, I'm just too busy, but hopefully come the end of September, October, we may be able to get something set up and do some live gaming and put it out live on YouTube. That would be pretty cool. If anybody wants to send me an Xbox or a PlayStation, I will have a go on the Xbox and PlayStation, but I don't think that's going to happen. I've got no plans to go out and buy an Xbox or PlayStation. Too much money, man, too much money. But if anybody wants to send me one, you know, feel free to do so, or hit that big donation button at the top of YouTube and I'll go out and buy one. But yeah, that would be pretty cool to have some live gaming, exploring the lakes on YouTube. I think that's a possibility for the future, but that's going to come later on in the year. So round 2, currently £16 3 ounces, working that top bait, buzz bait there. Let's just change the colour. This setup I've got, as you noticed, if you're quick and you're looking, every single rod has got the top water lure buzz bait on. So we'll have a chuck down where that jetty is, and I'm just changing my retrieval rate, and I'm learning all the time on different techniques. And hopefully we will produce another fish. I think we're still winning at the moment, according to the scores in the top right hand corner. 10 minutes left. Let's change the colour again. Just by changing the colour of the lures can work absolutely marvellous. So we just changed the colour of the lure, same buzz baits, but just change the colour. I think we've run out of luck. I might have to go back on the Desert Storm, on the D-Bomb. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's what makes this game absolutely fantastic. Did you see that bass jump out of the water when it took that? Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. We got a real fighter on again. Look how he jumps out of the water. Absolutely brilliant. I believe they're changing the length of the fight again. How long these bass are in the waterfall. Oh, it's give up. We've got it. I believe they are looking to change the length of the fight. I think there's been 1 or 2 complaints saying they fight far too long, so they're looking at that now. I saw that on a recent. I heard somebody mention that on a recent live stream, and they're going to look at the length of how long the bass fight for. So I don't know in real life how long they fight for. So you guys do who actually go bass fishing. The only time I do bass fishing is in this game. So we got just over 6 minutes left of round 2. Now I'm not going to put every single bass tournament up on the channel, but every now and again I will do a video like this, a let's play like this, of where I currently am in this series. I'm doing them all, but I'm concentrating really on the bass one at the moment. I have skipped a few on the carp and predator, so I'm not at the top of the charts. I'm still on amateur on the carp and predator. I just haven't found the time to participate in all of them. And over the coming weeks I might have a look at the offline tournaments, because there's I get 1 or 2 comments. A few people occasionally mention to me how difficult they have become, and they're struggling on them. I know they have got a little bit more difficult, so I might have a look at the offline tournaments and do a video on them, and you can see if I win and how I did it. We're in again. Perfect strike. We've got just over 4 minutes left. Currently £23, 10 ounces in round 2. I'm not doing as well as I did in round 1, unless this is a stonker of a bass. How big did the bass go in this lake? I can't quite remember without looking. I don't know how big the bass are in this lake. I know there's one lake, I believe it's got a bass in of around 17 pounds, I think I've seen. So there is some big bass in this game now. So while I'm playing this big monster bass, let me just remind you, chaps and girls out there, don't forget to check out the community pages, because I don't do a video on every single trophy fish. Whoa, I caught a trophy fish and I don't put the video up. I may put a picture up on the community pages of approximately the location where I caught the trophy fish from, and the lines and baits. So don't forget to check out them community pages. I'm going to be doing that on a regular basis, I think now. Every time I catch a trophy fish or something I think is interesting, I shall post up on the community pages. So that'll be Twitter, the Facebook page, and most definitely the community pages on YouTube, because that is where I hang out the most. So don't forget to check out the community page. Not a great deal on there at the moment, but I'm posting stuff up on it on a regular basis. This has got to be quite a big bass. Whoa, look at that, that's got a big fat belly. Give him a kiss, take a picture, and place him back in. It's not a trophy, it's a 10-pounder. Caught on the D-bomb candy. D-bomb candy, I think I've got on here. I know I'm swapping and changing, I can't quite keep up. Oh, what's happened? I broke me rod. I broke me rod! You broke it, Wobbles. You broke your rod. Why can't I cast? Can't cast. No, it's not working. I bust it. I bust it. I broke it. What's going on here? Bust me rod. Let's try again. What's going on? Oh no! I've been sabotaged. I've been sabotaged. I bust it. I bust it. I broke me rod. What's going on here? Right, let's just change me rod and cast out. I think I know what I've done. I think I clipped the line. I think I pressed the Y button and clipped the line, and that's why that other rod wasn't working. I'm sure that's what I've done, but without going back and checking, I don't know. But I think that's what I've just done. Oh, we're in. Perfect strike again. That's what we like. We like a perfect strike. Now, I don't know. You imagine when they put that underwater camera in, or that action cam, or whatever they're considering doing. I think I'd rather see that perfect strike, because I think after a while, an action shot of the fish coming and taking that lure will get a bit boring. Unless, of course, there's an option to press the button and have a look. You know, do you want to see that action shot? You know, it all becomes a little bit too cheesy then. I don't know. Don't know if I'm gonna like it. What have we got here? How big is this one, Wobbles? It's a diddler. It's a diddler. It's a 3-pounder. Give him a kiss. Chuck him back in. "12 seconds left of round 2. I think we've won it. Currently, I got £37 in round round 2. There we go. We had one trophy fish which fell to the D-Bomb Desert Storm. Done quite well in this in these 2 rounds on D-Bomb Desert Storm. D-Bomb Candy Grass. That's what I used as well, and the various selections of the D-Bomb I actually used in that round. All worked quite well. We're at the top. We're at the top. We've won. Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck? Where are you, Chuck? We beat Chuck Pippin. He's down there in 9th position currently. Chuck Pippin. He's going to get a lot better, I think. I think they're all going to get a lot more competitive as the game goes on. So there we go, chaps. 1st position. So I won my first event in the Pro Bass Tournament Series. How well did you guys do? 1st position. Who's the daddy? Who's the king? WobblyCaptain. Now, is it going to get a lot tougher? We'll just have to wait and see. Net worth, look at that, $202,000. Wow. 2,000 more followers I've actually got, and I've unlocked a new sponsor, so maybe now I can put 3 sponsors on my shirt. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not too sure about that menu. Oh, look at this, look at this. I've not seen this before. Who's the champion? $50,000 I've got. Show me the money. Wasn't expecting this. I like it, I do like it. Look at the fans screaming. Yes, he's wobbly, he's wobbly. King of the fish, king of the bass.